Welcome to the Jewelry Box. Tonight, more Receiver 2, though no longer doing it on Spooky Scary Saturday, simply because, like, I think Spooky Scary Saturday, as fun as the joke of it is due for a change. I think a couple of my shows that are, like, attached by the name of the title to a particular day of the week are in need of a rebuild so that they can happen other times. Obviously, I could just do a Spooky Scary Saturday thing on a Tuesday, but it would feel wrong. So I'm gonna be trying to do that, and this, frankly, is very creepy. In fact, yeah, it's very creepy and potentially upsetting to certain audience members. But besides creepy, it is also a strategy, tactics game, you know, being careful, etc. Or in my case, last time, being very careful for about 90% of the run and then shooting myself in the dick. And then being careful for about 90% of the run and then shooting myself in the dick again. You know, the huge. Welcome home, Huns. I discovered something.
Cool, or I'm sorry.
No, it's actually quite good. I discovered that I had the lights configured wrong. Kind of. The lights, which admittedly do not show up in this shot as much with, well, we'll figure it out. But they're, what's the word that I'm looking for? They were attached to just the microphone, but now they are attached to every sound event on my PC, which means they'll respond to the game and the gunshots and shit.
Those lights?
Those lights, yes. Currently, they're responding to the title screen music that no one can hear right now.
Neat. You wanna try something gross?
Is it a donut Kit Kat?
Yes.
I don't see why that would be gross.
Well,
Chocolate frosted donut Kit Kat. I'll put this in my mouth in my own terms.
alright. Please don't deep throat the nasty fucking Kit Kat. There you go. Let's see, do you want a cookie?
I'm so happy you thought of me.
Whichever one. I'm sorry?
Ah. Chief, I noticed you just said dough.
Not.
A reminder, the interrupt index exists and it's full of funny things. Soon here I'm going to make it more full of funny things, but... Well, I'm glad we got to experience chocolate frosted donut Kit Kat. Yeah, thank you, Techno. That'll come in handy tonight, I'm sure.
Experience beach.
Remarkably, I don't have an experience biz yet.
Why not?
Great question.
Everyone was harmed in the making of this film.
There. I also have a channel point redeem that you can add things to a feedback text file. Don't abuse this.
Or do.
I would prefer that you don't. I prefer that you don't abuse that.
Funny.
Anyway, that's enough faffing around on the camera that I now have the zoom fixed for. So let's actually get into gameplay, shall we? I'll see you after this. Welcome, properly, to the Jewelry Box, to afternoon tea once again, and back to Receiver 2. Every advantage has its disadvantage. Poignant. Taking an awful long time to... there we go. Alright. So, last time, I completely failed to make any real progress, but I learned a bunch, which is progress of a sort. Consume 5 tapes. That's never happening from this range. Well, maybe not never happening, but not for me. Sorry, Chief. French kissing has a disadvantage? Is that what we're going with?
The disadvantage is that it's French.
I was gonna say the disadvantage is that your mouths are busy. For fuck's sake. This one's gonna get me. Oh no, I can't actually see down. Oh, right. It's a strategy. I completely forgot that that was the name of a tactic in this game. I thought we were just, like... thought this was just, like, horny shit posting. Is the first run of the day really going to start with me completely whiffing a turret with all of my bullets? It almost started with worse. That's not the right fucking button. Ah, so they can see down. All right, good, great. Yep, the session started with me dying. I never remember how far down they can see. Oh, good. Oh, good. Ow. Great. Well, at least I remember the controls, broadly speaking. Yeah, that was distinctly not the right place to do that strategy. Well, it might have been distinctly the right place to do that strategy, but also I fucked up massively. Oh, there's actually the sound of flies in the dumpster. I hate it. Good. Excellent sound design. Someone throwing a party? Somehow? Could have sworn I heard bass through that brick wall down there. Excuse me?
You have seen the signs around you. The gradual creeping, decay, and dysfunction. You have realized that something is wrong with the media and the people around you. You know that you are different. This is why you are ready to become a receiver. You have been issued a series of audio cassette tapes that are part of our system for advancing insight. By continually listening to these tapes, you will drown out and eventually counteract the negative influences from your environment. Once you have absorbed these tapes, you will have taken the first step towards awakening your true self. The media is a threat. We have a technique to help. We use tapes as part of this technique. You must listen to them to advance.
We meet again, that one particular turret. Oh, good.
We live in a world in which hostile thoughts and ideas are constantly present in the media, pressing in on our consciousness. Events are often also outside of our control, outside of our control.
I don't
but
see that I've
not
seen.
outside of
I don't know that I've
control.
seen this particular space
Others
before.
use these concepts and events to create
That vent is new to me.
anxiety. Thoughts flow in a sequence, and by inserting harmful media into your life, your thoughts can be hijacked. Once you are behaving in a reactive state, you will spread these contaminated ideas to others, allowing them to degrade more people. Practice basic media safety. Control your information environment. Act, don't react.
Quit Facebook. I don't believe I can get in that vent. It'd be interesting. Oh, hey. Don't mind if I do. Oh, the way the boop, 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 boop. First the lights, then everything else. God's sake.
Alakablam!
Okay. I saw that ricochet up. Ah. Wait, what? Ah, good. I succeeded at making my problem worse. Or better? Hello, Sean. How are you? They're in chat. Alrighty. Oh. think that's just the sound of the one that I shot over there. Yeah, that is just the sound of this one.
Cooper's fourth rule of gun safety is to know your target and what is beyond it. Bullets can penetrate a lot farther than most people think. How many interior sheetrock walls do you think a typical 9mm bullet will go through? 1, 2?
How
Or
about
like
20?
In a typical gunfight, more shots miss than hit, but all bullets end up somewhere. Unless you live alone in a rural area, there is no pistol or rifle that won't put your family and neighbors at risk. Even hollow point rounds often miss or fail to expand. The safest choice for an effective internal home defense weapon in a populated area is a pump-action shotgun loaded with a small buckshot or large birdshot.
Yeah. I mean, clearly I didn't learn my lesson from the previous gun safety if I'm dying in this way. Obviously. Wait, did I just turbo kill you? What? The hell's it? What? What? What is happening right now? It's completely dead. It just happens to be swiveling in a way that makes it look like it isn't. Okay. Still think I hear something rotating. But I don't see any lights. Well, I see plenty of lights, but I don't see the deadly Kmart anywhere. Well, see, that's what I was confused about, right? If it were still alive, I'd have the prompt for hacking. But also, if it were dead, I wouldn't expect it to be moving. This is just the obnoxious lamp. The obnoxious lamp that looks really blue and isn't. Ah. Speak of the mechanical devil.
The mind kill degrades the condition of firearms, making them much more likely to malfunction. You can clear most malfunctions
Disarm?
by tapping the magazine to make sure it's seated, racking the slide to chamber a new round, and then bang, you're ready to go. Tap, rack, bang.
I'm not sure what you mean, Sean. Good lord.
Kill drones don't feel pain, don't feel fear. They will keep trying to kill you until you make it physically impossible for them to function. The surest way to disable them completely is to destroy their batteries, found in the thickest part of the base of turrets or the rear body of flying drones.
Okay, great. That time, all of the tapes were right next to turrets, and everything was fine. What do you mean, government? I need to read the note, government. Good. Or not note. No, note. Oh. Just an achievement. Got it. Okay. I misunderstood. I saw... Oh. Okay, fuck you too, game. Fuck you too. Okay. 4 shots at any given time. It's not majestic. Pitch ass darkness. Also not majestic. No, unfortunately these tubes are jammed by way of welding a thing in there. Your taxpayer dollars at work, sort of, kind of. Also, like, Sean, here's the as I understand it, the plugs welded into guns is to make guns that one already owns or already has compliant technically with control laws in certain areas, such as, like, it can only load this much at once. Well, I guess I'll just permanently fill this hole, and now it counts. Same with the magazines that we find that are like limited capacity, because some areas have a restriction, and rather than make a new kind of product, they'll just fuck up one that exists a little bit. I kind of just figured that out, yeah. There we go. As I understand it, completely viable. Just takes a little while, and you run the risk of ricochets getting you. Right, I mean, there are pacifist strategies for a reason. Rick's Cache? I don't like that. Hey, buddy. Ow. I mean, that's kind of better. Dang! Aw. Son of a bitch! Mantle better. Was that crescendoing noise part of the hacking? Because I have never heard it before. But I noticed it just now. Very subtle. Oh. Neat. Okay. Perhaps I will turn down the music marginally. Yeah. I just never heard that tiny note or tiny noise before. Is that a floppy disk? There's a floppy disk all the way down there and a cassette all the way down there. Okay. Noted. Broken stairs? Almost not totally broken stairs. Regardless, not safe enough stairs. I think I hear somebody. By somebody, I obviously mean a turret. I don't hear a person. There are no people, asterisk. There it is.
Together, we have laid the foundation.
Just laying
You
the
have shown great
foundations.
potential, but the potential is yet to be realized. We have sent the message. Can you hear it? There is an insidious force moving through your media, weakening the mind and causing widespread dysfunction. We call this the threat. We have developed a technique called Mind Tech to combat this threat. A new set of tapes has been issued to train and to prepare you.
That room just got brighter slightly? Oh, did I just subtly get close enough for the lights to clip in? I mean, I can probably deal with that thing in stress. Stress? Deal with that thing in stealth. Yeah, you know, stress. The name for stealth. Frankly, the more accurate name for stealth. Oh yeah, I hear it now. It's very subtle. Nothing? You dick. I suppose that's deserved for 3 shots. Now, wasn't there sometimes a sleepy one? And I guess it would have already gotten me if there were. That is the single most unhinged way to have loaded that. Sure. Doing my best to keep it hinged. Doing my best. Not necessarily succeeding. Oh, good. We meet it again. Is there also the vertically bobbing one that means there's a flyer in here? Do I have that problem to deal with as well? Not if I get stuck on a couch, it isn't. Okay. Oh yeah. That's the view cone of a flybot. There's a fucker just behind that box. What is the strat? Don't actually answer this question. This is just me musing to myself. But like, what does one do about a flying drone when out of ammo? Run and pray? Again, don't actually answer that question. I'm just musing to myself. But where the fuck even are you? There's one above me. And there's one over there, both of which fly. Yeah, there's distinctly one above me that flies. I mean, hey, they're robots. They rely on cameras, not on microphones, right? They can't hear me. Right? They can't hear me? Maybe that one's not a flyer. Way over there. Looks like there's one behind that plant. There's one in here. There's a likely flyer above me. Well. Nothing Ventura'd. Why do I say things? Alright. Oh, that one, that light seriously looks like a fly guy. Or is it just a turret with a much more... No, it is a flyer. That was not a direct hit. I don't know what I broke, if anything. There we go. There's the camera of the fly guy disabled. Well, that fly guy. Should not be so bold as to say the. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, thank God. Let's Stress levels falling back to high. Or you could do that to yourself, I suppose. Good job. So glad to have gotten here. This dead ass end. Oh well, valuable experience, right? Valuable experience, and I got through it. Well, haven't got through it yet. What the fuck you mean ad break in prog? Oh god damn it, they really did break the ad monitor. I didn't even see it coming. Thanks, Twitch. Okay, we did not fully clear this.
Dealing with fear is a necessary skill to combat the threat. Through Mind Tech, you focus your mind's eye on your fear. The fear is heavy, faceted, and black like obsidian. This fear can be a benefit, or it can be a poison, but it can't be avoided. It must be dealt with. Mind Tech offers the tools to engage with this fear. Through Mind Tech, you change yourself to influence your environment to reduce the fear. Control of emotions comes from control of the situation, which results from control over ideas.
Where the hell am I hearing these turrets? Knock knock. I just heard a tape as well. What? What is happening? It must be immediately above me. Both of them. Oh, yep. Haha, I didn't know about that one. Oh, this is a shit situation. Good old-fashioned shit sandwich. There's no ladder on this side. Of course there's not. Okay, alternate routes up. I need to approach this from a different direction. If we can get onto that. Well, that was a nasty slip. Okay, if we can find access to the top route here, then perhaps, or below? You know, I was joking about the stairs not being broken enough to stop me, but like, once I'm down there, I don't know how I would ever get back. Okay, current objectives. Go up 1 or down 1. Current objectives. Find the tape that I evidently walked past that's like... I just heard? What? Where? Unless it also is down. Location unknown. Location known. Threat status unknown.
I'm so sorry. I've always been such
Threat status
disappointment.
known and
I would have just kept
anticipated.
getting more pathetic. I can't stand to be a burden on you any longer. I hope one day you can forgive me. I love you. I'm sorry.
Should be a real crap way to learn that I didn't empty it completely. Threat recovery. Rich.
Rich was starting to think about death a lot after the sudden death of his sister. He loaned his sidearm to a friend because he was worried that he would be possessed by the threat. He was right to be worried. The threat took control of his body and drove him to the Golden Gate Bridge. He was breathing in the foggy air, about to let go, when 2 officers grabbed him. Now, later, when he progressed further in his receiver training, Rich started to see that he had never been a burden on anyone. Humans have a fundamental need to help one another, and by gracefully accepting the help that he needed, he allowed his friends and family to fulfill their own needs to feel useful and appreciated. It took him years of slow improvement and cultivating healthy habits, but he eventually found that he had repaid all of the kindness and support he had ever received, and then some.
Okay, so ascend 1 more. And then we will be in the realm of flyers. And another tape. Aha! Threat status. Unknown.
The threat has become expert in hijacking our attention and inverting our priorities. They make the useless seem important and urgent. The sky is always falling. The world is always ending. You are always missing out or just missing something. What you are actually missing is the one thing they are trying to hide from you and can only be found within. As you build your mind tech, you will become more complete, each part fitting into place until you are a functional whole. What was important was always right here. Yourself and those around you you can trust.
I really need you to take until you are a functional whole and send it to a team to rewrite that particular phrase in your self-help book. Because, well, let's face it, we're all functional wholes. Shit. You don't see shit. Infamous hacker known as Noodle Arms strikes again. Aw, damn it. Never mind.
This building, this place, it doesn't make much sense. Like, while I know this isn't the same room as before,
Okay.
it still feels familiar.
Actual progression.
It's more like a fictional place than the real world. It's like someone made copies of.
Now don't die
copies and
stupidly.
lost the original intent of all the objects long ago.
Up to Sleepwalker. Hey there, Kilroy. How are you? Oh boy. Real Counter-Strike hours. Here we go. Are you familiar at all with this game? It's nice to see you around again, yeah. Good! There's also a storm now. Well, very briefly, this is a fairly spicy game with regard to mental health theming and harm via gun, also just gun. So for those just joining, like Kilroy, manage your engagement responsibly. If that sounds like something that would not be a good time for you, I would rather you be around for a good time than feel obligated to be here for this and have a bad time. Uh-oh. I was afraid of that with the lighting. Or lightning, rather. They do fuck off after a while. Do they fuck all the way off, or do they keep wandering now? Looks like they keep wandering now. Alright, well, we are in new territory. New, terrifying territory. But yes, this is Receiver 2. What I know so far, there are at least 3 realities. I believe we are currently in... What is happening with my gun? Ah, right. The hammer. There are at least 3 realities. I believe we are in reality C? Question mark? We're being... something called the Mind Kill has occurred. Conducted by a capital T threat. That seeped into the subconscious and the media and, it's basically... All of the bad thoughts had a consciousness controlling them the whole time. Which is horrifying. But we find ourselves in what is called the Dreaming. A post-mind kill shared subconscious environment in which we are essentially, by having been initiated into the like order question mark into as a receiver, we survived the mind kill, but we do not remember our training. And so now we are finding, like, memory fragments of cassette tapes from that self-help training, and various things. And the threat or some other entity has, inserted into the Dreaming these turrets, which are here to fuck up our day. And I've recently achieved a rank that adds these flying motherfuckers. Like that one that I just splattered all over the ground. Yes, and as you are seeing just there, the internal components of every gun are fully simulated, including every failure that can possibly happen. The controls for any particular weapon are up there. Well, for this particular weapon anyway. Every weapon has like its own full set of stuff it can do. This is my first time materializing in the dreaming with the Desert Eagle. Okay, we are safetied, we are holstered. We have a turret to our lower ground. And by the same token of the guns being fully simulated, so too are the turrets. We can break several different parts of them, depending on where exactly we shoot. But only after hacking and or destroying the battery compartment are they completely deceased. You can also run them out of ammo, but this is significantly more dangerous, obviously. I think that's a pretty accurate summary. Chief, did I miss any big points that I definitely know so far? My chat is currently home to the best player at this game that we know of, which is a distinct honor. Should not be so eager to walk across this glass. There we go, there's one less problem to deal with later. What in the shit is that? What is that? Is that the... Oh, yeah! Wait. The flying turrets, mercifully, do not actually have, guns on them. They have tasers, which will kill you all the same, but you don't, there we go, chambered. You know, that next one down looks a little suspect. I'm sure it's fine. Wait, which position is safe? Down. Right, okay. So this one cannot fly, but it theoretically could still see me, and therefore theoretically could still tase me. So we'll just hack it the rest of the way to death. I don't like the ambient music in this tier. It's really unnerving, which I imagine is the point. That fly guy is probably gonna see me. Uh-oh. Well, it's dead, but I have no ammo anymore, so... Dubious trade, I suppose. I don't immediately see any other flying targets. I hope. No, there's a flying target already. Well, let's hope we find some bullets. Wait. No, that sounds like a grounded turret. But it certainly looks like it is a downward view cone? Are there ceiling turrets? I'm going to be very upset if there are ceiling turrets. No, there's another fly guy. Yeah, no ammo. What is your patrol cycle? Do you look up? Are you a threat or a gamer? I need to know if you look up. Balloon's got a bullet in it. Don't worry about why. Alright, we have one. We have one bullet. That is theoretically enough to make our life a lot easier. Provided we can hit this dickhead in one try. Majestic. Oh! Right, they don't have guns. They don't have guns, they don't have guns. Nevertheless, seeing the light of it and seeing me is terrifying. Okay, I will amend what I said. They don't have guns at the moment. As far as I know, the flying ones only have tasers. I would imagine that a gun is too heavy, considering the depths to which the rest of this game is simulated. I think that logic is consistent, but I do not know for sure. I know nothing. Have I broken my ankles yet today? Oh, that's a ceiling turret, all right. Oh, I'm upset. I'm upset. This is a little bit longer of a fall than I ought to have taken casually. And I don't totally know what to do about it. I don't think I can reach that turret. Okay, run with a little bit of momentum. Nearly carry ourselves the rest of the way to our demise. Can I reach you? I cannot. Well. Can I reach you from here? I also cannot. And there's another one in here. Of course there is. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Can I have literally any tape so that I don't just completely fail and rank down? Oh, hey. Ask and you shall receiver too.
You are finally prepared to hear this message. You see reality painted in shades of black. But beyond your world is another, bathed in radiant light. We have reached out to you with a warning. If you are able to hear our message, you are one of the few that we can help. We call you receivers. The receiver who is speaking these words was chosen because he is able to hear us with exceptional clarity. With time, you too could learn this mind tech, but time is not something we have. There is a threat to everyone on your planet, and they have been weakening your mind through your media, lowering your natural defenses. The coming attack is unavoidable. All we can do is prepare.
Ah, so the speaker can hear the words from the radiant light of reality A the clearest, which is why they are the narrator. And definitely not some jackwagon who invented all of this himself, like chiropractory. No, I heard it. I heard it from a reality beyond mine. And therefore, new medicine. Or something. If you didn't know that, chiropractory is, a medicine derived from a man who learned it from ghosts, now you do. That's a flyer right outside the door, for which I have no solution. Ah, good. Yes, of course. Complacency is our most dangerous foe. Not only do we have to be vigilant about the enemies in front of us, we must also look to the ceilings. Ceiling turrets provide even more corners to check than you already had. Ceiling turrets carry less ammo, so they fire more slowly and deliberately than ground-based ones. This does not make them less dangerous. I see. Well, all right. Well, the thing is, they fire more deliberately, right? I'm reading that as, like, you're not going to be able to drain them of ammo by juking around cover. They will only shoot you if they can shoot you. You fucking flyers and your random turning behaviors. Is this whole building covered in flyers? Is that another flyer over there? What is that? No, I think that one's a turd on a box. I don't frankly know what to do in this current situation. think perhaps the answer may have been, don't get in this particular situation. Which would blow ass for me. How lenient are the mantling mechanics? Secondary question, how strict are the breaking my ankles mechanics? Boy! Oh! That's my ankles again. Okay, alright. No, it's alright. This entrance to here is obscenely well patrolled. I can potentially descend to there. Yeah, let's try descending a level. I forgot about that one. Climb the barrel. The tape's under it, and I can't hack it from this height. Oh, Jesus. Okay, you know what? No, no, no. No, no! Take the tape! Take the tape! Take the tape! Take the tape! I did not want to hack the turret. I wanted to take the tape.
This tape is designed to test your focus in the
Oh,
face of
good. The
distraction.
screaming tape. How good.
Focus
How good
on
for
your
me.
breathing. How did you do? If your attention wandered, that is normal. Just notice that without judgment. Let's try again. Good job.
Love this tape. I really wish I could hack you. You are in a positively terrible location for me. It depends on the turret. Less than one rotation, unfortunately. I could theoretically hack it and, like, circle strafe this particular turret. I think I might just drain it of ammo. Ah, fuck me! I just got shot in the face. Alright, well, that's a rank down, I think. Back to where we started. Butts. But we have no pegged cylinders, or no pegged chambers today, so this should be less of a pain. Asterisk. What is this suspiciously dark room? Okay. Nothing. Nothing. Got it. That's not on this channel. The pegging run will be a different place. Which, admittedly, I have not broadcast on in a little while. Actually, quite a long while. Working on returning to that, too. Stay tuned. RL? I'm not familiar with that shorthand. Roguelikes, okay. Sean, there are quite a number of things that RL could stand for. Oof. There's holes in the grating, isn't there? So the hacking minigame is a little bit of stressful Flappy Bird, essentially. You need to tap G gently enough to keep the little dingus inside the large area for long enough for the white bar to fill up before the red bar fills up. Especially a fully active turret that is just spinning 360 degrees, right? Like, doing it in that case where I was able to get behind the turret at regular position is one matter. But one that is spinning would be a whole other problem.
This is my last will and testament. I leave my car to Claire. It has the searchlight on, but it runs okay. I hope it helps you more than I ever did. Whatever's left in my bank account can go to my dad. He can decide what to do with it.
So yeah, sometimes the self-help tapes that you discover,
this,
or the memory fragments that manifest as the self-help tapes, are corrupted by the threat as well. And attempt to mind kill you.
People with high exposure to media show many symptoms. Listlessness, inability to focus, a feeling of dread and hopelessness. The inversion of values extends to all aspects of life. The media tells you that distant, abstract events that have little to do are the most
Which is one of the reasons
important.
It's important as the player
Implication is
to
that
know
your own
very quickly,
experience
or know
and
how to
existence is
effectively
meaningless.
disarm themselves,
The opposite
lest the
is
threat
true.
be able to rearm themselves
Your only connection to
and,
reality A is through your mind's eye.
cause you to shoot you
Instead of looking
in the
out,
face.
you learn the most critical information by looking inward. To the extent that the body is an extension of the mind, it is the primary aspect of physical reality. Focus attention on the shadow body. Inward. Listen.
Oh, good, I hit the motor. Not quite. I got the motor. It can no longer turn, but it is fully capable of firing at me still. I could spend additional bullets on it to reduce it the rest of the way, but it also just means I can take a different angle of approach. Now, did I hear the rotors of a flyer? Or am I just stressing out now? No, I heard the rotors of a flyer, all right. You can tell because it's moving up and down. Let's just solve one problem. Now we can solve the other problem. Is there another one? Oh no, it's on the floor. Okay. Ah! Oh, there was one sleeping. There was one sleeping. How nice. Alright, that's 2 critical mistakes, Jules, but you've clenched it from both of them. I suppose, more accurately, the game has failed to punish me for either of them. I hear it. Or rather, I heard it. Where is this tape? Ah.
The threat exists beyond this world. In this reality, they are weak. Their actions are limited. With great effort, they have infiltrated dreams, implanting ideas. But it is humans who have nurtured these ideas, causing them to grow and spread. For these people who were already compromised and who have nurtured these damaging thoughts, there is no hope. As much as we would like to reach out to them, to help them, we must first focus inward on ourselves. For us, there is still some hope. We must focus all our energy energy on catching this small chance. When exposed to contaminated thoughts, remember not to be reactive. Instead, take the moment to act inward. Activate your mind tech.
I just saw the strangest thing. The apartment where I stayed last night, I know it. I've been there before. It belongs to that girl below me whose music was always too loud. I recognize it because of all the times I came down to complain about the noise. But that means if her apartment is here, maybe mine is as well? If I can find my old apartment, then I can play the messages on my old answering machine and hear the voice of my little girl again. If there's anything that would keep me going, that would be it. That's another one of the, well, gets into the nature of the dreaming being made of fractured memories post-mind kill. No. I wanted it darker, not brighter. What? It makes it easier for me to see them. It is easier for turrets to see you in bright light. And also, I can see stuff like this, where this is a sleeping turret whose little glow I can now perceive. So that one's downed and is no longer a threat. We got anybody else in this room? Unknown, but nearly got jump scared by the not reflection again. You're a little bit more armored than the others. Well, no, you have 2 rotors. No, you only... yeah. Maybe you have 2 rotors. I guess you do have 2 rotors. Good closet, thanks. Alright.
Novices often start with snub-nosed revolvers like the Detective Special because they look small and friendly. Such a small weapon must have light recoil, right?
No, of course
Wrong.
not. There's less mass to
It hits
compensate.
almost twice as hard as a full-size revolver like the Model 10. They fire the same cartridge, but snubbies have less mass to dampen the acceleration, so it kicks like a mule. Also, contrary to popular belief, the short barrel does not make the snub nose inherently inaccurate. If you shoot it 5 times from the exact same position with a ransom rest, you can get a 2-inch group at 20 yards, which is better than most humans can achieve with a top-tier target pistol. However,
Essentially, yes.
in practice, it is very hard to shoot accurately because the front and rear sights are so close together.
What the hell? What's going on with this turret? Am I missing above it every single time? I just fired the entire thing. Hello? Why am I unable to... Oh, hammer's up. That's why. I think I'm hitting the wrong part of it, is what's happening.
Most receivers are initially skeptical about the existence
Doesn't
of the
matter.
threat. This is a good sign.
Got the fifth
receiver
tape? I
should
don't even need to
maintain
fuck with you.
A healthy mental immune system that consistently questions the evidence for all beliefs, both old and new. A receiver never maintains a belief just because it's the first one they've heard or because it's the culture they were born into. However,
unlike the
in this case, the
real-world
appropriate
gun
behavior
cults.
is the same, whether you believe in the literal existence of the threat or not. If it doesn't exist, you will have strengthened your mind and trained your body for nothing. But aren't those goals inherently worthy? In this case, the means of defeating the threat are valid ends in and of themselves.
Okay, back to Sleepwalker. We've still made actual progress this evening. Can I get beyond Sleepwalker? We'll find out after the ad that Twitch is actually letting me know is coming this time. I'm gonna go ahead and run that a little bit before the timer here runs out. Just because otherwise it would interrupt something extremely stressful, I'm sure. So, get up, get some water, stretch your legs, cycle your fluids, etc. You don't gotta watch these, but Twitch is gonna make them happen. Welcome back to Receiver 2. Beretta M... Okay, cool. Not a Desert Eagle. Kind of in the same area of complexity, though, I imagine. Most famous of the Wonder 9s. High-capacity 9mm pistols replaced revolvers and single-stack pistols all over the world. American soldiers reported a number of problems with cracked slides, unreliable third-party magazines, and insufficient stopping power. But the M9 is still considered one of the more reliable and accurate pistols out there. Reduces the likelihood of stovepipes. Nice. Original off-brand magazines make it prone to failure to feeds. Not nice. Slide does not always feed the top round of the magazine into the chamber. If this happens, the best solution is to throw the magazine in the trash and get a better one. If that's not an option, you can smack the magazine sharply to make sure that it's fully seated and that the rounds are lined up correctly, and then try racking the slide again. Okay. 4 tapes. Yeah, I don't have my flashlight. I thought those were supposed to carry over. You know, I literally had not considered it before right now. Now I am intensely curious. Perfect. Not perfect. Safety. Now perfect. So yes, this is the one that adds the ceiling turrets. And maintains all the other threats. Flyer or ceiling turret? Oh, that's definitely a flyer, isn't it? I don't have any idea where it's from. Those the legs of a turret I see over there in the darkness? They might be. They're not kidding about the bad feeds. Good lord. Probably not turret legs, actually. Well, it's also safetied. So the chances of me doing anything are reduced. Well, I don't see a single turret or hear a single turret. But that does not mean that there isn't a turret. Good, we've discovered a closet yet again. I wish I had a flashlight. I'm so sorry about all this. Hey there, Deku. How are you? Deku? I believe I am receiving. We are sleepwalking. New personal best. Oh my god. Piss. I got part of it. I got the blade guards. So now it has destabilized and crashed. It is not totally down, but it is mostly down. I mean, frankly, it wasn't even a threat anymore, but I didn't want the... I don't want the moving lights. I don't want the moving lights of one turret to distract me from the existence of another turret. You know? Got them all that time. Okay. Reloaded, safetied, proceeding. Yes, we are sleepwalking.
We don't know what mind tech is being used by the threat to execute the mind kill. but we do know that it gives them some control over probability. Murphy's Law is in effect. If you fall, you will land wrong. If you have a clear shot, your weapon will malfunction. If you dodge a bullet, you will get hit by a ricochet. Now, if you train for the worst case scenario, you will be ready.
I see. That's why it all goes wrong for me so often. The dreaming's probability is being actively fucked with. You failed to account for one thing. I am a wizard. What is the point of origin of that cone? I know it's a flyer from the movement, but I don't know where it's coming from. Off to the left. There. I'm probably not even having a chance of that, am I? Oh, hey. Let's just solve that problem before it becomes one, eh? Well, that was not how you do that. Give me that. They're a lot harder to hit than I think they are.
If you are listening to this tape, it means you have survived the mind kill. Previous attempts to listen to this tape would have found it blank, but now it contains immediate instructions of your difficult path forward. This is the time that we have prepared for. Take a moment now to find your firearm. Now, some of you will be familiar with firearms from our training camp, but more recent receivers will have focused on mind tech in order to survive the mind kill event. In either case, please take a moment to confirm that the firearm you have been issued is in working order and has one full magazine.
Well, no.
You have also been issued one tape deck with headphones and 2 AA batteries. Once you have checked your equipment, leave the safe cell. Keep moving and be careful. The threat will have dreamed kill drones near your location.
Okay, well, we have even more information. I was on the right track with a lot of things. Piss. Well, we find ourselves in kind of the same situation that we were in the last time we ranked down from here. Flying drones, and no obvious way to take them out. Not GG necessarily. There are opportunities to find ammo. And I do not know for certain if 4 tapes are the only tapes. Perhaps I can just go a different direction. If it was the threat talking, you would not have known it was the threat talking. If you had the mind to determine the identity of the threat, then it would be trying to take you out. Oh, right, that's why we didn't go this way. Because there's flyers this way, too. I mean, okay, I know one strat for flyers is to, like, take them through indoor areas where they might bonk stuff. But they might bonk stuff and break is hardly the strategy I would like. Hardly the reliability that I would prefer. Then again, funny to hear me talking about reliable strategies when I completely whiffed 5 shots. So, oh, hey.
All semi-automatic firearms have a chamber at the start of the barrel, where they ready the next round. You can use this space to load one more shot than you might expect. For example, the 1911 magazine normally only holds 7 rounds, but if you insert it into the gun, rack the slide to load a round into the chamber, and then top off the magazine, now you can fire 8 rounds before going dry. Or if you remove the magazine, you can still fire 1 shot. Novice shooters sometimes assume a gun is safe just because no magazine is fitted, with tragic results. Beware this technique, as not all guns are equal, and some do not like to cycle on a full magazine.
Okay, well, we have 1 bullet now. Yeah, we have 1 bullet now. 3 of 4 tapes. If we come across the next tape, then we simply win. What? Jesus Christ, Techno.
Alakablam!
Oh, that's a flyer in the living room. Nice. Great even. I hate you. Okay, well, I hear a physical turret somewhere. I feel like the physical turret's probably just up from here. What do you think? Do you think I can achieve the worst jump in video games and, like, go up from this location? for reference, the worst jump in video games, going briefly out from the platform you're standing on and ending up on the platform immediately above you. Always been my least favorite. I just don't know what else to do at this point. How many times have we broken our ankles today? Just one? Oh, but down there is back where we were, so that's not gonna help me at all. Hurry! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hurry! Nope. Well, I'm not quite sure what else to do in this situation. I mean, there's one more thing I can do. Stealth. Oh, hey, there's another one right there that I did not see until right now. This entire place sucks. Which, I mean, is kind of the point, right? Well, no. The dreaming is not necessarily designed to suck. But the threat is making it suck a whole lot. Uh-oh. Where is it? I've got one shot. Where is it? Oh, I can even hear a tape from this location. No! Correct. The flyers have a taser.
A few inches later.
See, this is the situation for which this game was originally on Spooky Scary Saturday. I mean, the scenario is also just kind of deeply tense. So it fits here too. But you can really see where I'm suffering. Okay, so if I can get in this apartment, I heard a tape. Possible entrances exist beyond that wooden panel into the territory of that flying drone. I have one bullet. It looks like there's a flyer inside the apartment as well, which I'm not a fan of. Okay, well, I achieved nothing by standing here. We're gonna shoot the window open. We currently have no ammo. There is a flyer in the upstairs hallway. If the tape is in the bedroom, I climb in and pick it up. If it isn't, as mentioned, I have no ammo, and there is a kill drone in the hallway. The tape is not in the bedroom. It would seem, based on sound, that the tape is... Never mind, it's right next to me! I win!
Your crude world is not the true reality. Your physical
Fuck you, I
body
win!
here is the shadow cast by your transcendent mind. We call this higher plane Reality A, and your world of shadows, Reality B. If you're receiving this message in a fictional context, you are at an even deeper level, one that we cannot reach. Because your body is a shadow of your mind, when your mind dies, your body will vanish. In the normal order of your world, death is merely a transition in which your mind is set free. But for victims of the coming mind kill, there is only oblivion.
Node graph update rebuilding. Getting Beretta all the time? How dare you? That's awful. Oh. Wait, hang on. What? Second highest? What? I thought this was gonna be... Well, okay. If I were to simply win every run from here on, then the game is short. That's not how this game works. It has never once been how this game works. Alright, we can do that. There is a safety. Oh, but the safety looks like it sucks. Hold on. What? Show me this. P226 is a double-stack 9mm variant of the Swiss Army's P220, developed to compete for the U.S. Army contract in 1985. Narrowly lost to the Beretta 92FS on price, but ended up winning contracts for many special forces units around the world, including the SEALs and the British SAS. It is generally considered to be one of the best overall combat pistols. The P226 is generally reliable, but it can still suffer from the same malfunctions as any other semi-automatic. If it fails to fire, you can solve most of them with the immediate action drill, tap the magazine, rack the slide, and try again. Not totally clear on how this safety is working. doesn't seem to be working. Oh, the world's on fire. Okay. Yeah, maybe I ought to have noticed that while I was fucking around with my gun. Well, I have no idea how the safety works on this thing, so I'm just going to go with the assumption that it doesn't. And pretend like it does not have one. Because I can't seem to get it to stay engaged. I can push it all I want, but like it's not doing anything. Well, what fresh hell shall we have to deal with now that the world is on fire? This is not good. Oh, right. That cipher that I found. You have to find it yourself like I did. Once you do, no more secrets. I'll keep writing messages, but I'll use the same cipher and code word, same as I used on this encoded messages I already found. I gotta find more things from you, I guess. Okay. Wait, what the hell was that saw me just now? Oh, there's a ceiling turret inside the... Oh, no. Okay. Alright, game. You're not fucking around anymore, are you? That's the secret. It was never fucking around. Is the camera off? That is the camera off. Neat. Okay, that's just you, and you are already grounded. Yeah, I know. Stop. God damn! Okay, so what I want to do here is hack you, but I don't think the game is going to let me do that. On account of you're on the ceiling. In the eternal words of Smash Mouth, Sean, sorry about your penis. That one was not in Shrek. Okay, so there's a turret that I have disabled. There's a flyboy that I have incapacitated. There remains one turret that I know of over there. Now, next objective, descend. I need to figure out how to get down there. I know one way to potentially get down there. That way is also the way I potentially rank down, however. That was the flyboy that I've already disabled. Okay, don't panic about that one, Jules. Alright, well, let's look ahead. What? Did somebody manage to see me? I heard it. What? Oh, I didn't even see the flyboy. No, I hear a rotating turret as well. Get out of here. I don't like that pop-in. I can hear one that's a lot closer to me than that one is, I think. Shit. Okay, I have no ammo and I must scream. Ah, hey. I know why it sounded so close, because that's not the one I was hearing. There's a ceiling turret immediately under me with exactly the same period as that one. Uh-oh. Alright, time for jank strats. Oh no, you went up! You went up! I was not anticipating you going up. Okay, time for exceedingly jank strats. Hello! Yeah, come through the glass. You can't come through the glass. I hope. I hope you can't come through the glass. I think it can come through. I think it can come through the glass, and I'm gonna have a very bad time. Maybe it can't. Maybe it can't and I'm a genius. Maybe it can't and I'm a genius. Okay. I still have no ammo, mind you. But I am now in here. So now I fuck off until it... Yes! Yes! Okay. So is it still stuck in the glass, or is it just now a new threat for this room? I think I have simply created a new problem for this room. That's okay. There's still a tape down there in turret hell. But it can stay there, frankly. Christ. Why are there so many flyers? Because they know the flyers work. They know the flyers work, that's why there's so many flyers. The threat has learned. Big lie. I've come to believe something. Thanks, Sean! I believe that the receiver group is based on a lie. It's a lie so big that I can't live with it, yet I can't let it stand unchallenged. There are many parts to this, and I will dedicate myself to letting the others know. This is the truth. The threat is not the enemy, or rather, the threat has already succeeded in indoctrinating us, the receivers. When we are attacking the threat, we are instead attacking a force for good. If we manage to destroy the world of the threat, reality A, then we destroy paradise. Henry? I don't think you're... When we are attacking the threat, we are instead attacking a force for good. You know, the threat that makes you kill yourself. This man is defending this as maybe the good guy, actually. The mind kill did nothing wrong, actually. Welcome to Reddit. I hate every part of this current situation. Here, a tape. Well, I knew I would need to be down here eventually. Fuck! Ah, I didn't think about that one being there. I didn't think about the ceiling turret. I went for the one I could see. No! Damn. Container. Where are we dropping? Well, balls. Yeah, no, you're right, Deku. If you don't know a turret is there, the turret is there. I was panicked and I didn't think about it. Well, nevertheless, we ranked up. We've seen Liminal. We have seen Liminal this evening, which I will take as the victory that it, well, frankly, the victory that it is. Next time, perhaps we will get beyond. But that will have to be a matter for next time, because we're right up to the end of this time. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's going to look like. I'm looking forward to it, and also not looking forward to it. Kind of fun, this mode that your brain can be in. It's a very interesting situation. Sorry, I just saw something on the internet as I was preparing to end the stream that sometimes I worry that Twitch was a mistake. Suggested raid target. Somebody who's basically naked. Like, that's not really my jam here on the video game platform Twitch TV. Video Game Plus platform Twitch TV. But nobody I'm following anyway. Still, I have, let's see, 3 pieces of business to cover at the end here. Number 1, as ever, my shenanigans here are supported by, I tripped over it because I was starting to say the phrase viewers like you, but like actually, a small number of people choose to help me do this on Patreon. Just a couple bucks if you can spare it, or on Ko-fi, or if you can spare it regularly on Patreon, as long as those 2 vectors of support remain viable. Heaven knows Patreon is fixing to shoot itself in the face in the next year, if you've read any of its upcoming policy changes, which I'm not going to get into, but whatever form the support vectors must take, if what I do has value to you, consider expressing that value back to me in dollars. If you can. If you can't, more than happy that you're just here. Second thing of business, The schedule. As you may have noticed over the course of this week, things were a little bit later in the day on the Tuesday and Thursday show on account of I have a job now that ends basically at noon for the 5 days a week. So the Tuesday and Thursday have been pushed back to be after that, like immediately after that. And I'm considering moving the Friday, Saturday up to that same area. So that my days are consistently, consistently finished before the evening becomes a thing. Granted, today was still the late slot that it used to be, but we'll figure it out. So for the foreseeable future, or rather for the immediate future at least, as long as I continue to play around with it, Tuesday will still be host to the Inverted Castle, featuring Blasphemous 2, until we're done with that. Thursday will be mind-bending shenanigans, where I'll be cracking into Isles of Sea and Sky, which is apparently amazing. And I know nothing about. And Friday or Saturday will be home to Afternoon Tea, which will continue to be this until we are done with it. And then maybe mods until I regret it, and then I'm done with it. We shall see. Besides all of that, or besides those plans, a reminder that you can influence what I do next with this Google form thing that I put together a while back. And if by some miracle anyone watching is not in the new Discord and was in the old Discord and is curious where everybody went, the old Discord is closed. Get to the new one. Yeah, that concludes this. Have a lovely night, everybody. Goodbye.